Good evening. Welcome to Left, Right and Centre. I'm Vishnu Shoma. On the programme tonight, the Supreme Court rebukes the government for aggressively pursuing the controversial Central Vista project that involves the complete demolition and redesign and reconstruction of a heritage part of central Delhi. At the same time, the court does allow the foundation stone to be laid as long as there are no changes or alterations being made. Now, there are a clutch of petitions that the Supreme Court is hearing on the Central Vista project. On the show tonight, is a 20,000 crore rupee Central Vista imperative for a new India?
The Gandhi statue, an iconic spot for protests at Parliament, now the site of construction work. NDTV took these videos hours after the government assured the Supreme Court that it would stop all construction work.
The Supreme Court has put severe restrictions and conditionalities for the opening of Parliament House construction. But the focus continues to be on the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's inauguration of this project. The big focus, of course, will be on what the final Supreme Court's order is. But nevertheless, work continues to take place unabated despite its orders.
Construction and cutting of trees for Prime Minister Modi's Central Vista project was put on hold this morning. The estimated 20,000 crore plan includes new government buildings along the iconic Rajpath and a new Parliament House. An upset Supreme Court took up the case after the government announced the Prime Minister-led foundation ceremony for the 10th of December. While allowing the Prime Minister's ceremony and paperwork to continue, it questioned the government. Just because there is no stay, that does not mean you can start construction. We did not pass any clear stay order because we thought you are a prudent litigant and you will show deference to the court. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, after consulting the government, informed the court there will be no construction, demolition or translocation of trees. Only foundation stone will be laid. Political parties were quick to react to the top court's intervention, the CPM calling it a colossal waste of money.
Though the foundation laying ceremony has been cleared for now, the 20,000 crore big ticket project will have to wait for the final nod from the top court, as it had reserved verdict on a batch of petitions challenging the project on environmental issues. In New Delhi, Arunachalam Vaidyanathan, NDTV.
All right, so does a new India need this Central Vista? Joining us now, Lalitha Kumaramangalam of the BJP. A.G.K. Menon, the renowned architect and urban planner and conservation consultant with us as well. Pawan Khera of the Congress, Bishwajit Deb of the Trinamool Congress, and PKD Nambiar, a political analyst who supports the BJP. Lalitha Kumaramangalam, let me come to you first. 20,000 crores. Can India afford this? The cost of the new parliament building itself has risen 18% from 776 crores to 922 crores in just the last few months.
Yeah, Vishnu, before I start answering your questions, let me put a few facts before the audience. Today, our population is estimated to be 1.378899 odd crores. In, say, even 25 years ago, I'm not going back to 1950 or 1960, 3% of people lived in cities and towns, less than about 7.25 million people. Today, 27.8% live in 5,100 towns in India and 380 what we call urban conglomerations, which are big cities like Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai, etc. Now, commensurately, the government also has grown. The number of ministries has, of course, expanded. The number of the security apparatus that is attached to VVIPs, VIPs, etc. We know all about Z and Z plus, etc., security. Where are these people to be accommodated is the problem that has been being asked for a long time. Now, I do agree, and the government is also aware of the fact that, yes, environmental concerns must be taken on board. And everybody who's filed a petition, this is India, it's a democratic country, they have a right to file a petition, especially when they feel that given the fact is that Delhi is such a polluted city, that we should do whatever we can, especially the government in this case, must do whatever it can to protect and preserve the environment of Delhi. Now, Lutyens Delhi is known for its number of trees. I've lived there more than once in my life, and I've lived in one of those huge palatial houses on what is now Krishna Menon Marg. It was on Hastings Road when my father was a minister in the Central Cabinet. And I do know that we had huge, massive lawns. They're beautiful. But today, given water shortage in Delhi, given a lot of other things in which Delhi has changed, the proposal of the government to build additional government quarters for people from the top to the bottom. It's not just about
all right, ma'am, you've made a lot of points, and I need to interrupt just so that we can go across to some of the other panelists.
Sure.
Pawan Khera, is that explanation at all something that works for you? Because even if you, for example, the first point, India is now a larger nation, we are a growing nation. There are those who say that Parliament itself, with our population, is going to decline after 2061, that the existing structure, which is a heritage building, which has defined India for so many decades, can be used without necessarily constructing a new parliament at all.
Vishnu, most impressive data on her fingertips. Should I remind her that India has fallen on the World Hunger Index to 94? We are below Pakistan and Bangladesh. We are worse in Southeast Asia. Is this your priority, ma'am? Where was the consultation process? Who did you consult? Were public representatives consulted? Was the parliament consulted? What obsession with these large structures? Arey sahab, Sardar Patel ka statue itna bada hona chahiye. Bullet train itni tez chalni chahiye. Parliament itna bada hona chahiye. What is this? And who is the parliament for? The people of India. Status of our economy, what's the status of our poor, what is the BPL category status? That's the people of India. You're accountable to, I am accountable to, all of us are accountable to. What are we talking about? Forget environmental concerns. We don't expect this government to have any sensitivity for environmental concerns. What about heritage? Sorry, we don't expect you to have any consideration for heritage concerns. But for God's sake, we are a country right now beleaguered. Our economy is completely beleaguered, not just because of COVID. COVID happened much later. The economy, you guys have ruined it. You've worked hard towards it. Demonetization, GST, one after the other. And now you have this multi-thousand crore project for whose pride? Whose ego? Kiske ego ko satisfy karne ke liye ho raha hai? Who's trying to create a symbol in his name?
Mr. Khera, one second. I want to go to Mr. Nambiar. You've raised lots of points. I think one of the key points that Mr. Khera talks about is the lack of process, a lack of discussion. There was a lack of preliminary consultation at so many levels. The Delhi Art Commission, the Heritage Conservation Committee, the Central Vista Committee, who have a remit over this area, they were not consulted in the manner in which they should have been. This is a central issue. Even now, the full scale of this project has not been released in public in terms of the designs. Isn't that a problem?
I have one or two points to make before I just exactly answering to the question, whatever I know as far as, because I have been following up with this particular project and some of the people whom I know are associated with this project. I'll tell you there are a few things. One, we have a building, heritage building of our parliament building, which is an iconic building, which is 85 years old, which is a colonial structure which we are still using. So, is Mr. Pawan Khera is saying the new India do not require a new parliament building which can be the new face of an India? If that is the case, I think he just wanted to take our country.
Mr. Nambiar, do you mean India never had a face for all the decades of independence?
No, 1 second.
No, but that's what you're saying.
Are you sitting in the same office what you have been sitting in the 20 years back?
Yes,
it is not.
25 years. 25 years, carry on. Yes.
The new India requires a new face, and the parliament building and the Central Vista, the Lutyens Delhi is basically considered as the hub of our democracy. That is the face of our nation to the world. I think Mr. Khera, he should sometimes above the
all right, you believe there needs to be a new face, but answer the point that Mr. Khera mentioned of a lack, or I in fact asked you of a lack of process.
I wanted to give you one point.
The process of talking.
He was talking about
and the process of consultation, Mr. Nambiar.
No, Vishnu,
why was there no process of consultation?
No, I just give me 1 second. I just wanted to have another point. Mr. Khera was talking about the economy and where is this going to happen. for his information, any economist anywhere in the world, if you really ask, they will all be saying that infrastructure projects are one of the key area wherein the employment can be created.
You still not answered
Central
my question,
project
Mr.
is going to
Nambiar.
create a large
You
number
made
of
your point,
employment,
but you've not answered my
while
question.
it is also going to create a new India's face.
Okay, 1 minute, no answer over there. Mr. Khera, 1 second, I want to go across to Mr. Menon. Sir,
No, I just want to, sorry for 5 seconds. The British Parliament.
You haven't given me the time to tell you, to give you the answer.
no, that's
Vishnu.
because you went off on another tangent altogether. It seems no one is
But
answering my question.
Vishnu,
Everybody
may
has
I
points
please
to
come
make.
in here now?
1 minute, Mr. Menon, can I just come to you
Thank
next?
you.
Mr.
Thank you
Menon,
very much. I think a lot
how
of
has
points have
the
been
lack
made.
of consultation been a real
I
concern?
think it reflects the fact that it's very easy to obfuscate this issue.
Yes.
One side will say that this is required, another side is not required. And I think you did stress the fact that processes not were followed. Now, in a democracy, if you're going to establish a strong democratic country, what is it that we want to do? We want to establish well-established, transparent processes.
Yes.
Now, all these transparent processes have been completely destroyed. 75 years of planning is being undone. The systems that we have in place, whether it is the statutory systems, the laws, are all being rewritten. Why? Isn't our mandate that we should be strengthening them? In 75 years, we should have strengthened them. Not saying that we should remain in the where we were in 1947, but of course, it should be strengthened. Now, take a simple thing like, I'll just make 2 or 3 points because I think there are a lot of other issues that are important. One is this question of environment and heritage. Environment has been spoken about. Heritage is less so. Heritage is completely misunderstood. The government says that we are preserving the North Block, South Block, and the Parliament building itself, and hence we are preserving heritage. But basically, completely losing the point, what is the significance of it? Why are you preserving a building as just a museum piece? They are functioning buildings. That's the pride of the country. Our democracy enacted in the Parliament building. Now we are saying, no, it'll become a museum. And a new building will be built because some people say that we need a new building. Now, I think we can look around the world and say that change is always required. How this change is done is the issue.
Okay.
Now, take a simple thing like in the Parliament building, that because we have filed a case against that people will not fit in. One argument has been that after some time, we may not require so many seats. But let's take the example of UK. UK, they also realized that it was built 150 years ago and they need to expand. So what are they doing? They're saying that the symbol of the Westminster should be kept. So the Parliament will function from there, but the House of Lords, a new building will be built elsewhere in York. Why? Because they feel that the country should feel more inclusive. Everything should not be in London. We could have used a similar kind of argument here in Delhi also, that why should everything be in Delhi? Why couldn't the Parliament building be preserved and the whole symbol of Indian democracy be strengthened and build an additional building elsewhere?
Okay,
Or
all
take
right. So,
office
sir, you made
buildings.
lots of points. I want to go back to Mrs. Kumaramangalam before I go across to Mr. Deb. Mrs. Kumaramangalam, let's speak about the environmental issues. Besides the issues of large-scale tree cutting, we must remember that 80 acres of pristine property in the heart of our country will be demolished altogether. There is a proposal for an interconnecting public transport system which is bound to disrupt the water table of the area, is what a lot of people concerned about this say. The plan to actually have extensive gardens, to compensate for all of this loss means that foreign breeds will be brought in over there, and the breeds which exist now and which are adapted to Delhi's environment might potentially suffer. So even on environmental grounds, how is this remotely cleared? Mrs. Kumaramangalam.
Yeah, first of all, Vishnu, with all due respect to you and all those people who are worried about the environmental concerns that they rightly should be worried about, I think the assumption that the government of India is not aware that native trees should be planted and there are different trees native to different parts of India given the topography and the sort of environmental differences we have. For example, my own state of Chennai, my own city of Chennai, the trees and the flowers and everything is quite different from what it is in Delhi. I don't think the assumption that the government would be stupid enough to plant trees that are brought in from outside. If you mean foreign trees, many of which are already there and shouldn't be there.
Trees which are alien to Delhi. In fact, that is very much the proposal, ma'am.
Madam,
no, it's not.
Again,
it's not. I don't think so. Can I finish, please? I never interrupted anybody. Otherwise, I'll shut up. You all can talk. No. There's no problem.
No, ma'am. Finish your point.
One is that trees, whenever and wherever they will be planted. I'm not an architect. I'm not a part of the core team that's planning this change. I'm sure they will look into the necessary, whatever is necessary to see that it is both, that it is environmentally not only okay, but also sustainable. Now, the same thing with regard to the water table. Everybody knows the water table in Delhi has fallen and that Delhi has a severe water problem. The government of India obviously knows that it will be held accountable for any further problems, and they will, I'm sure, ensure that they will do whatever they can to ensure that this does not happen or minimize it. Now, the third thing is that the assumption that the old parliament building is going to be destroyed is totally false. It's been made very clear that building will still be there, so will North Block, South Block, and probably a lot of other older buildings.
It's being made redundant and into a museum when it is a living heritage.
What is the problem if it is made into a museum? These buildings have been, the amount of work that has been done in some of these buildings. Like I said, I've been wandering in and out of these buildings since the time I was a little child, right? And I have seen how much in some ways even damage these buildings have taken because they were built in a different era for a different type of...
Okay, so you believe, ma'am, that there needs to be in a new India, a new series of buildings. I haven't gone across to Mr. Deb as yet. Mr. Vishwajit, Deb, the fact of the matter is that the government fully intends to go ahead with this construction. Yes, there are a clutch of cases, but they intend to lay the foundation stone. There is no restriction on them from doing that. Is this something the Trinamool Congress will continue to oppose?
You see, this is a matter of deep concern so far as Trinamool Congress is concerned. Now see, first of all, what is the urgent compulsion for this government to take up this 20,000 crore project right at this moment when there is a mounting evidence of a sluggish economy due to this pandemic which is going on now at the present moment. Moreover, you see, since the time when the demonetization took place and thereafter due to an unplanned GST, the economy has suffered a lot. So at this stage, don't you think that the health should be a priority? That should be a topmost priority at this particular stage. 20,000 crore.
No, but that 20,000 crores isn't going to be spent immediately, sir.
Vishnu, can I
it is equal to 15.
You have to let me know.
No, please. No. I did not interrupt when you.
With the fact.
Please let me.
Yeah, quickly, sir.
Please let me say.
As I said,
now we see,
Mr. Menon, I'll come to you next. 1 second, let Mr. Deb finish his point.
At this particular stage, is not health the topmost priority at this particular stage? 20,000 crores is being spent.
No, not immediately,
sir. Vista project.
It's not being spent immediately.
At this particular hour?
It's over many years.
By demolishing the heritage, by spoiling the environment, and that is why I believe that the Supreme Court has rightly interfered. When the government could not bring the migrant laborers from their respective towns and villages, how can you expect that this government will do something positive?
Okay, all right, fine. I'm sure Mr. Nambiar would reply. Before that, I want to go across to Mr. Menon because, Mr. Menon, one of the big concerns that have been raised is number one, the drastic reduction in open spaces, the removal of socio-cultural public aspects of a zone by altering master plans, right? 80 acres is going to be demolished altogether and converting public lawns into ornamental gardens. How is this all going to destroy that area?
I think that's not the issue. The issue is that it is all going to be taken over by the government. For example, if a private person takes over property, you say you are usurping someone's property. Here, the government is usurping public property because the government thinks that it is the public. It isn't. If you take Central Vista,
Yes.
it will now become a secure government enclave. To go there, you'll need to have security. It's exactly like, we know the security is a big problem. You can go there to take selfies and say, yes, we have preserved it all. But 80 acres of land is going to be usurped by the government from public purpose. The museums, the IGNCA, they're all public purpose. They're all going to be shifted and they're going to be made into government ministerial office. In other words, Central Vista is going to become a secure government enclave. This is not acceptable. People keep saying that, oh, we're preserving the building, the environment and all that. Yes, a lot of those issues are there. But we are forgetting the fact that the government is stealing from the public to do this project. It's stealing money, it's stealing space, it's stealing the significance of what really belongs to the people.
Mr. Nambiar, why does the government intend to make India Gate so insignificant?
So I would say that, see, I'm nobody to answer a question on behalf of the client. I'm just an ordinary citizen of this country. But then I can only tell you there are a few things. The first question what you asked, Vishnu, is that why there is a hurry for it, and why is the...
I'm asking you, what is the reason that India Gate, which is at the center of this, needs to be made insignificant? Why change that entire vista?
So this is precisely I'm saying you. This vista is going to change not just the look of that particular place. Rather, if you really ask any of the architect, if there are somebody in the panel, they will say that this is going to create much more greener space than what it is currently.
No, that's not correct. Mr. Menon is an architect.
I am an architect. I'm saying that's wrong. You're again telling a lie.
No,
you're telling
Vishnu. This is
you're
going
taking a public space and making it into a government space.
Vista plan is going to create more green place. This is going to be much more environment friendly than the existing
No, but on what basis do you say that?
No,
Mr. Nambiar, if you say that, very good. But you need to give us a basis, an explanation on how that is to be the case, because there is contrarian information which is available, which I've been reading out.
No. I think there are some reports. There is an Delhi Art Commission report. There is a report. The Hardeep, the Union Minister, he himself has in a press conference have clearly said the large amount of. If you have seen the couple of different proposals, different architects have placed. I have been witness to all of them. At least few of them I have seen it. That kind of designs. And the proposal, which is if the vista is going to come like that way, which is proposed, I am really telling you, Vishnu, you and me will be a proud Indian. We will be feeling so grateful.
No, Mr. Nambiar, I think we are already proud Indians, with or without a new change. But Mr. Khera had a point to make. Yes, Mr. Khera, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Vishnu, the smirk that I saw on the face of the BJP representative here when I was talking about the hunger index tells you the story of New India. And the way New India deals with issues like hunger, BPL, below poverty line, poverty. No, they are not interested. Transplantation of trees. Madam, do you know the success rate? 70%. No, you can come in later. Please listen to me. I'm addressing you right now.
I don't need your permission, 70%
Mr. Khera. Is the transplantation success rate? Ma'am, please, may I request you to have the etiquette of listening to the opposition?
Go ahead. Let's not make this personal.
Please.
Mr. Khera, make your point, sir, please.
Now, Vishnu, of the existing parliament, even if you were to go into the delimitation of seats, which you will eventually do, you know, the capacity can go up to 700. And by the way, if you go into the delimitation exercise, all that you will get is 650 seats in the Lok Sabha. So where do you need to increase the capacity of the parliament? This very parliament can, if you just do the scientific seating in the parliament, that can be taken care of despite your demographic concerns, delimitation concerns, everything can be taken care of. Where is the need? This is an exercise in fanning someone's ego, one man's ego. That's it. And the price is being paid by the entire country. Why? आप क्या चुनाव इस आधार पे जीते थे? क्या आपने प्रॉमिस किया था नया पार्लियामेंट देंगे? मैनिफेस्टो में लिखा था. बताइए ना कहां लिखा था? आपको लगता है लोगों ने आपको इसलिए वोट दिया कि आप नया पार्लियामेंट खड़ा करेंगे?
Mrs. Kumaramanglam, would you like to reply
कानून कैसे बनाते हैं वो
Yes, if he is
one sec,
finished
Mr.
with his
Khera, let her reply,
please reply.
Let Mrs. Kumaramanglam, yes, go ahead.
First of all, I'd advise Mr. Khera to look to his own party about why they are losing elections all the time without questioning what the BJP has been voted in for.
Right now, we are not discussing elections.
Mr. Khera, you just told me not to interrupt. Could you also show some etiquette on this show?
Let's discuss elections if you want to. But today, Vishnu has called us for this topic. Please focus on this topic. Tell me what is the success rate of transplantation of trees.
All right, one second, Mr. Khera. One second, Mr. Khera. We are running the danger of turning this into a wrong network.
Distracting from the actual issue here.
I am not doing
One sec, Mr. Khera, let her answer. It's only fair.
In a debate with her, she goes in every direction but doesn't focus on the issue at hand.
So let us please give Mrs. Kumaramangalam an opportunity to answer. Ma'am, go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much, Vishnu. Mr. Khera, since you commented on the winnability or why we won, etc., perhaps you should go back to the people of this country and ask them why they continue to vote for the BJP.
No, but ma'am, can we talk about the Central Vista?
Nothing to do with this topic, yes.
So we are wasting television time, ma'am. We are wasting airtime on this. Can you make a pointed reference to the Central Vista, ma'am?
You can't expect me to just take everything lying down. Coming back to the Central Vista project,
Central Vista
mentioned
one second,
yes, Mrs. Kumaramangalam, yes.
Yes.
Let me tell you that the heritage buildings in Delhi are going to be preserved. I wish there would be a little less doubt cast on the government when it is being said that we will look into the fact that Delhi's open spaces are preserved.
Okay.
Now, when you use strong words like stealing, etc., etc., most of this place, most of Delhi today is a high security zone. As I say, I've lived in it for years, and I know what it was in the 1970s. We've all lived here, ma'am, but that doesn't mean we want more of that. Especially in the no, it is not going to be more of that.
Okay.
Three, when you're talking about investment, let me just answer this also. Any economist worth his salt will tell you that to kickstart an economy that is supposed to be going into some sort of nosedive, which is what the accusation being made is, even though it is not true. The maximum spending that has to be done is public expenditure on
all right, public expenditure. I'm running out of time. Mr. Dev, make your point quickly, sir. Go ahead. Yes.
One of the projects that the government will be investing in over the last
what I want to say is this.
Which will also help.
Whom did this government consult before taking such a huge project?
Yes. Yes.
Whom did this government consult? Was the parliament consulted? Was the parliament consulted? Were the people consulted? Whom did the government consult before undertaking such a huge project? Spoiling the environment, spoiling the national heritage, demolishing the heritage buildings. Ultimately, what is the benefit? How does the common people benefit?
All right, I think you've raised I'm out of time, sir. I need to wrap this up. But I think, Mr. Dev, you've raised a very important issue. I was actually going to come to that the process of consulting the public, not just Parliament, that perhaps has not been done enough in this case. The government believes, however, that this is an important project. It's part of a new India, and that we are running old buildings for far too long. We need a new facade to the heart of Delhi, in the heart of India. We'll keep debating this. It's time now for us to take a short break.